What up, droopies? It is me, Bishop, here reacting to Benzino's Vulturius diss track that just released, coming off of M's Doomsday Part 2. Now, if you're looking for the audio, I don't have it here, so feel free to click out of my video. I don't think this track started strong. However, I think it ended with more weight than how it started. So, referencing Skittles and candy, in my opinion, that's played out. This diss track, though, carries more weight than Millie Mel's, than As Is, than all of what Nick Cannon put together, and in my opinion, more than what the game put together in 10 minutes, in a minute 25 here. So I definitely think this is the hardest thing to come at M since Rap Devil. I don't think it tops Rap Devil, though, but I think it might get M's attention with the Proof line. Now, I might have a narrow bias here. I do think referencing Proof was completely unnecessary. Now, some people will say it's rap beef. You go at the neck. You go at the throat, which is a flip if that's what Benzino's doing off of M's giraffe bar. Benzino's saying, okay, I'm going to come after you with probably the hardest thing I could come after you with, which might merit a response similar to what M did to the game on The Realist, maybe a line or two on his next album, or maybe even on his next feature. I think it ended strong if you're a common, just kind of general listening user. Here's what I mean. The Joyner Lucas track with M, What If I Was Gay? You know about that track if you're a stan, right? Because it was unreleased. You might know about it as well because it was trending there for a while on Twitter, but it's since been removed. I mean, you can find it on Reddit posts and SoundCloud and things like that. If you're a super stan, maybe like me, I don't know, right? If you're a super stan, you know that there were actually two endings to that song, two different versions. And depending on what version you're talking about, Benzino, if you're talking about the one version, you've completely missed what I think they were trying to do. Whereas the other version I get to a degree. But all these diss tracks, I don't understand why you would not go another bar. Or same with MGK. Why you would not just add a little bit more. M called MGK's Rap Devil a B for him, right? I think it could have been an A if he would have done certain things, which I'll get to at the end. In this case, Benzino, if you're going to go that route about M being gay, why not bring up the movie The Interview? When the whole bit of M was him saying he was gay. Why not loop that in with a couple bars? Just my opinion. Go longer than a minute 25 here. Also, if you're going to reference the females taking shots at them at the beginning of the song, take out Mariah, because Mariah and M had a relationship, thus proving he's not gay. That kind of contradicts your other bar. Add an Iggy there, because I made this reference on my other video. I don't understand why sometimes M revisits some of the Iggy Azalea bars and things like that, and R. Kelly here and there. I don't know why he goes back and sometimes brings those back out years and years later. But to bring up Mariah and then bring up I thought that's not a strong case there, in my opinion. Not a strong case. The clone bar I thought was funny, especially around COVID. A lot of people started, with all this extra free time on their hands, diving into YouTube content with his ears and his nose and his chin. And was he a clone? Did he die in that car crash back in the 2000s? Some of us remember that internet article that went viral there for a while online. But from a strong diss track standpoint, like I said, better than the As Is, in my opinion, better than Nick Cannon, better than the game, better than any recent shots at M, but could have been better. I don't know why MGK and even Benzino to a degree, if MGK and Rap Devil, during that bridge where he just sung these random bars, if he would have taken the nail in the coffin reference of grandfather rap, old men have heart attacks, I don't want to be responsible for that. So why not loop that in? That could have not been a knockout punch, but that could have been a stronger punch. Benzino, why not add, like, you came after me for being old and rapping, you're doing the same thing. You have some material there versus like the OD bar. Like, I don't understand. So M OD'd, survived, gets on a track with Juice WRLD with Lace It, and encourages people like, look, I get the appeal to drugs, but don't do it. I'm trying to encourage and advise you here. I don't understand. To me, that's not really a diss. Now, there were some bars throughout the song, but sometimes I don't understand why artists, if you're going to go at M, why you wouldn't do this. Now that I'm going to say this, you can't do it, because then people will be like, yo, that's what the guy who was in his parents' attic in his bedroom or whatever, he said, that BL5HGRPs, subscribe. Anyway, why don't artists do this? If M says, in like Toy Soldiers, I need to be the leader, my crew looks for me to guide them, why wouldn't you use that bar flip it on M and say, hey, what's happened to Shady Records artists? What happened to the Statlanta album? What happened to Bobby Creekwater? What happened to Cassius? What happened? Why did West Side Gun go on Twitter shouting y'all out, almost taking a shot about the BET Award thing? Why not do your history and your research, know enough, and bring that to light? Again, dope, talented artists who, if you're still following them like I am, still create great music, right? Obi still will bring out a track occasionally on YouTube, and I'm like, wow, this is bars, bars, bars. But why not, from a public standpoint, because I think that's what a lot of stans or even just general music fans who are aware of Shady Records and what's happened, Slaughterhouse, same thing. Why not bring that to light? Even though you know, it might not carry as much weight, I think there's enough there that if you put the bars together, you can do that versus a Skittles line or the white invading our culture. He's already spent time on that. Like, that's what I don't understand. That was free. Now, I will say, like, the Young Z, the Dear Shady track, that when Young Z says, you know, Slaughterhouse didn't do what they had to do, that was so hard, but it was almost like a, you know, like a letter to M, honoring him, not a diss at all, but just kind of general questions. I thought that was hard. If Benzino or MGK would have been like, how come Young Z's even asking these questions or bring up that, that Young Z track's so fire. But I don't understand that, like, you're missing that mark. But now that I've said it, you can't use it, right? Or then, you know, it's, credit me. But anyway, what are your thoughts? Leave it in the description below. I'm sorry, it's almost 7 minutes. That's way too long for a reaction video on a song that's only 1:25. But feel free to leave your comments. Love you all. Thank you so much for watching.